Oh, shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, if I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Won't take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the start of any journey, whether with family or friends, stems from love. It's both the beginning, the destination, and the path. Every 1,000-mile journey commences with one very first step. This love so happened to find its first step during the early days of college life, where Sasha and Scott's paths crisscrossed as they engaged in futsal battles and navigating the complex world of university priorities, which were embracing both academic endeavours and boxed goon simultaneously. One night, they found themselves donning a Hawaiian shirt and sporting a basketball jersey, and before they knew it, found themselves on the dance floor, busting moves and throwing dangerous looks towards each other. Eventually, the night culminated in an encounter in Bellenden Kerr's, is it Bellenden Kerr? Stairwell, whilst locking lips, beginning the tale of love between a girl from the bush and a boy from the coast. Family and friends, our gathering today is a celebration not only of the beautiful love and friendship that Sasha and Scott have cultured together, but also of something more profound. Today we come together to celebrate these two beautiful people as individuals. We celebrate two gorgeous families coming together. And finally, we're celebrating romance, true love, and our amazing couple becoming husband and wife. So to begin with, I'd like to take this opportunity to formally introduce myself. My name is Ali Rollinson and I will be officiating today's ceremony, also having the most wonderful privilege of marrying these two fabulous humans that are standing before us all, as I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. I would like to extend our gratitude to the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet. We honour the Yugambeh people, past, present and emerging, for their enduring connection to this beautiful country. Now, many of you have travelled from near and far for this very moment, which really is a sign of how special these two are and just how loved and adored they are by all of you. However, there is a crew behind these two, also known as our fabulous bridal party, who Sash and Scott would like to acknowledge as the glittering stars in their journey to this amazing moment. Ruby, Sasha holds your friendship in the highest regard, and she gives credit to your support for kickstarting this very relationship. Maybe it was that college party where you played a role in bringing them together, or the way you helped Sasha get ready for their very first date. Your unwavering presence throughout their journey together makes it absolutely fitting for you to be standing side by side with her on this momentous day. Brittany, Sasha believes that the depth of your cousinly bond transcends mere words. It's inked in tattoos and woven into an unspoken connection that others might not fully grasp. Your presence in Sasha's life fills her with an overwhelming sense of gratitude, knowing that having you by her side today is an absolute blessing. She can't fathom this day without you, and your presence has made it exceptionally meaningful. Tiffany, Sasha says, Tiff, you are not just a best friend or a maid of honour. She's a sister in every sense. Sasha can't picture her life without you, especially not on this significant day. Your presence by her side means the absolute world. Every cherished memory from jamming at the Dixie Chicks concerts to those epic college party dress-ups holds a special place in Sasha's heart. The magic you bring into her life is something she treasures beyond words. Pete. Scott is incredibly grateful for your steadfast loyalty. Your dedication to nurturing friendships, whether through gym sessions or cheering at footy games, doesn't go unnoticed. The moments you have shared during university days remain some of the most cherished years of Scott's life. Having a close mate like you for such a long time is something he considers himself immensely fortunate for. Blake. It's funny how things turn out, isn't it? Scott finds it ironic that despite the first encounter with you back in year 7, when you poked fun at him in front of the whole class with that Scott sitting by himself line, now you're the one standing by his side. It's a testament to the journey of your friendship. Once again, he feels so fortunate to have had such a close mate for so many years, especially someone to crash with after parties in Ballina. Ben, not many can boast about having lifelong friends from the tender age of 2. You've been together through thick and thin, from staying by his side when Scott broke his arm in grade 6 to being there on his very first days of primary and high school. Now, having you by his side on his wedding day fills him with absolute joy. You've been a constant, and Scott wouldn't or couldn't be more thrilled about sharing this milestone with you. Last but not least, Matt. Though Scott hasn't mirrored your path precisely, your influence in his life has been immense. From teaching him how to ride a bike to mastering the art of beer pong, both crucial life skills, Scott tells me, you've played a pivotal role. Scott considers himself fortunate to have such an exceptional role model in you and in his life. And to the entire crew, your endless support, laughs and love have made the path to today so much brighter. Okay, now I'm sure you'd all agree that there is no better story to hear at a wedding than a love story. So before we move on to our more official part of the ceremony, we're going to continue the little love story that these two have nurtured together over the years. After that stairwell smooch, Scott, both nervous and slightly tipsy, mustered the courage to ask for Sasha's phone number. In the days that followed, messages fluttered back and forth, initiating discussions on classes, college shenanigans, and the dismissal or dismal college cuisine, but with a distinct lack of a date invitation, leaving Sasha perplexed about Scott's intentions. Amidst text exchanges starting with a redundant, "Hey, it's Scott," and awkward mealtime encounters, Scott finally made his move, initially suggesting a dinner date, a plan thwarted by Sasha's friend visiting from Mount Isa. However, a week later, they settled for a more relaxed outing, froyo and a movie. Their first date wasn't without its quirks, the strange froyo flavour mix-up, a blend of lemon and chocolate frozen yoghurt, fortunately did little to deter the blossoming romance. And just as any perfect date should, it concluded with a hand-holding bus ride and a goodnight kiss in the lobby. In those early days, their relationship felt akin to the exhilarating first love of high school, a whirlwind of butterflies and uncertainties. Despite living in the same college, they maintained individual lives, finding comfort in their complementary worlds. Months passed, and atop of Mount Gravatt Lookout, sharing a pizza while watching the sunset, Scott formally asked Sasha to be his girlfriend, eliciting a hesitant yet affirmative response. As time unravelled their story, they discovered endearing traits and quirks about each other. Scott's penchant for parking proximity woes and Sasha's nocturnal chatter. Admirations blossomed for each other's kindness, dedication and thoughtfulness, interspersed with the occasional blanket theft and cooking interference. 6 years down the road, during a picturesque picnic at Noosa's Tea Tree Bay Beach, nerves tingling and words momentarily lost, Scott asked the pivotal question. With a heartfelt yes and a ring slightly, little bit too big for Sasha's finger, or both of their fingers, and their engagement unfolded against the serene backdrop of the beach, sealing this love story with an enchanting promise. And thus their journey continues, a tale woven with laughter, quirks, and unconditional love. Today we gather to celebrate Sasha and Scott, the epitome of love's enduring charm, wherever every peculiar moment forged the beauty of their extraordinary bond. Sasha and Scott, it's an honour to be celebrating with you today. Your love is something extraordinary and deeply meaningful. Describing its depth felt like trying to grasp something quite elusive that words cannot fully capture in its essence. Watching you both together speaks volumes about the beautiful story that you share, a tale that goes beyond words. With that being said, I think now might be a good time to move on to what this day is all about and get you two married. Sasha and Scott, being here today is your commitment to sharing a new path together in life. With that, I would like to ask you both about your commitment to marriage. And before you are married in the presence of, and before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of all of our witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Mutually, today has come about after many years navigating life together. To make promises bound by real admiration and collaboration, truly considering each other as equals. Now, family and friends, we have come to one of the most beautiful parts of our ceremony, the vows, and we are so fortunate today that both Scott and Sasha have prepared their own.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
I won't let that be about you.
Right. Thank you.
Listen close.
Yep. Hiya. I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Scott Michael Hemsworth, take you, Sasha Michelle Katenko, to be my lawfully wedded wife. Sasha, you're not just my everything, you're my best friend, my anchor to my dreams, my cheerleader, my support in hard times, my motivation, my challenger, and my test crowd for jokes. As I stand here today in front of our loved ones, I am in awe of the incredible, resilient, brave, and independent woman you have become. Your strength has always inspired me. I promise to always be there for you and to support you, whether life is showing us its joys or its challenges. I promise to always be there to celebrate every success, hug you through every hardship, or just listen to you. Your happiness will always be my priority, and I promise to always put you first and protect you for as long as I live. Reflecting on the 8 past years by your side, watching you grow into the woman you are today, fills me with gratitude and overwhelming love. From the vivid memories of our first date, your navy blue dress with white, thin, horizontal stripes and leather sleeves, to the simple joys of sitting, sharing frozen yogurt, and watching the city nights twinkle in the night sky. Every moment with you has been a treasure. Sasha, falling in love with you wasn't a choice. It was an inevitable journey my heart gladly embarked upon. I am excited beyond words to continue this beautiful journey with you by my side, hand in hand, and for all days to come. I love you more than words can express. Oh, we got there.
Good job.
Okay. Should have gone first. I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Sasha Michelle Katenko, take you, Scott Michael Hemsworth, to be my lawful wedded husband. Scott, I spend hours of my days teaching kids how to write speeches. Structure, cohesion, impact. When they find them difficult, I tell them to revisit their favourite text for inspiration. While I have no difficulty telling you and the people around us today how much I love you, and I've waited a long, long time to do this, I turn to my favourite movie, 10 Things I Hate About You, for further inspiration. It's not what it sounds like. I'm going to tell you the 10 things I love about you. I'll always love your loyalty. To me, to your friends, to your family, to the Parramatta Eels. I'll always love how kind you are to the absolute core. There isn't a single person who has a bad thing to say about you. You even pause what you're watching during the flight presentation, the safety presentation on a flight, because you'd hate for the air hostess to feel unappreciated.
That's true.
I'll always love the way you mash potato like your life depends on it. I'll always love how hard you work for me and for you, day in, day out, to provide for us. I will always love your goofiness, the way you wave from me the top of our apartment building as I pull in after a really big day. I'll always love how ridiculously thoughtful you are. You even put reminders in your phone when I need to remember something. I will always love how safe you make me feel. You've been your home and a person. I love that you're willing to put up with my ideas, big or small, and sign up for anything if it means I'll be happy. Our adventures are so important to me. It doesn't matter what it is. I just want you there. I love that you're my best friend, and I promise to be yours if you promise to be mine. And finally, I'll always love the life you've created with me. We've always walked to the beat of our own drum, created our own fun and traditions and routine. Every day where I get to wake up next to you is always my favourite day. I don't just promise to listen to you when you need a set of ears, or care for you when you aren't feeling your best, or support you in everything you do. I don't just promise to build a beautiful, meaningful life with you as your wife, or raise beautiful children who hopefully inherit your height, not mine. But I promise to love those 10 things, plus many, many more from now until forever. Scott, I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Stop. Little too. Thank you two, for exchanging such beautiful words between each other. Now, the hands you've been holding throughout the ceremony will soon bear rings as a symbol of your love and commitment to each other. May these rings you're about to give one another be a constant reminder of the love that you share with the person who truly adores you in every way. Pete, could we please have the rings? May this ring symbolise our love, encompassing our past, present and future. With my hands and my life, I pledge to journey alongside you. Always. Okay, and repeat after me. May this ring symbolise our love, encompassing our past, present and future. With my hands and my life, I pledge to journey alongside you always. Okay, pop that ring. Okay, we have heard you both promise to share your lives together, and we recognise and respect the vows that you have made here before us. In saying that, I have something to ask you both, and Scott, I'd like to begin with you. Scott, will you cherish, honour and love this remarkable woman with all of your heart, caring for her and respecting her for all the days of your life?
I do.
Sasha, do you promise to care for, respect, honour and love this very handsome gentleman with all of your heart for the rest of your days?
I do.
Scott and Sasha, you both are about to embark on one of life's greatest journeys. And I have no other words for you than to continue doing exactly what you have been doing so well up until now, and that is taking care of each other. You have declared your love to one another before your family and friends, shared special promises for your future together, and symbolised your commitment with the exchanging of rings. I now encourage you both to pause and reflect on the journey that has brought you here. Let your heart and soul fill with the love and happiness that you're both feeling right now as you take in the amazingness of this moment. Because this is the moment in which I take the greatest of pleasure in letting you know you are now husband and wife. You may now kiss.
Have another kiss, go on. Dip her right there. Give her a kiss. Give her a dip. Yeah.